Thank you so much to Pocket Styler for sponsoring today's video. Monster Hyde the live-action movie is finally premiered on Nickelodeon and Paramount+. I was lucky enough to attend the movie premiere with my beasties, and I got some insider fun facts you might not have known. Like, did you know some scenes in Monster High were filmed in an old insane asylum? Creepy. And Cleo originally looked a lot different than she ended up looking in the movie. Holla holla, Claudina9 here, and today we're breaking down 28 Easter eggs, set secrets, and fun facts about Monster High. Before we get started, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, turn on notifications, and hit subscribe so you never miss the tea on the toys you love. Now, let's dive in. Just a warning that this video may contain spoilers for the movie Monster High on Nickelodeon. 1. The actress who played Draculaura originally did Draculaura's accent. That's right. Nia Jameson revealed that when she initially auditioned for Draculaura, she did 2 versions, one with the accent and one without. But let's just say only one of those auditions actually booked her the role.
Let me tell you, fun fact, I did a regular version and then I did the accent for my audition tape.
No way.
But let me just tell you, they didn't book me because of my accent.
I'm dead.
2. Some of Cleo's shoes actually came from Egypt. Jai Prishkolnik revealed in an interview that one of the shoes in the movie actually came from Egypt. When we met up with her, she actually shared with us which pair.
I will confirm it's the gold heel boots in the graveyard scene.
I was gonna say at the end.
Not the very last pair, the second to last pair. The most painful ones. But I think that's also attributed to the fact that we were on this fake grass. It was very uneven, kind of like that. Really painful, but worth it because stunning.
Speaking of fierce fashion, that brings us to today's sponsor, Pocket Styler. Pocket Styler is a free fashion styling game for adults that I have been absolutely obsessed with playing. You can create stunning looks and submit them for global voting, vote on other players' looks, climb a leaderboard, and become a trendsetter. My favorite part of the game has to be the events. Not only do you get in-game cash for each look you submit when playing, but I actually get major style inspo for my dolls and actual outfits while playing this game. Real fashion brands are now available in the game that makes it perfect to practice styling with layering and experimenting with new looks. There's such a versatile amount of fashion pieces in this game to choose from. You can download the super fun Pocket Styler game by scanning my QR code or clicking the link in the description today. Now, back to the list. 3. Laguna was going to have arms and legs painted aquamarine. On October 14th, 2022, director Todd Holland shared preliminary artwork of Monster High's makeup mock-up inspired by prototype dolls by Mattel. Laguna Blue was originally going to have fully blue skin, but Mattel ultimately decided to make her pink. The Laguna Blue we got in the movie looks pretty different from the doll, but Lena Lecomte shared that there was a point in which her legs and arms were painted aquamarine, similar to the new reboot Laguna doll. 4. The original cut of the movie used music from Harry Potter. In July of 2022, the entire Monster High movie leaked without its visual VFX, using temp audio and music. The original cut of the movie actually used music from Harry Potter during various scenes. For example, the scene in which Claudine Wolfe is first meeting Headless Headmistress Bloodgood.
He isn't human, is he?
While the song in this scene was changed, a nod to the same song is used at the final cut of the movie at the 45-minute timestamp following The Three of Us. 5. The movie makes several references to the old Monster High. Did you catch these references to the original Monster High animated series? There are a few distinct parallel scenes in which I've also shared on my TikTok and Instagram pages. You can follow me there using the links in the description. Those parallels include Howleen Wolf and Claudine Wolf saying they don't belong anywhere, Cleo Denial's phrase, "Don't Cleo patronize me," and Cleo Denial's scream while looking in a mirror. Notice any other parallels? Comment them down below. 6. Claudine's dad is actually the husband to the movie's director. Claudine's dad in the Monster High movie is fully human, and there's several facts about Claudine's dad in the movie you may not know. Like, did you know his name is Apollo? You only catch this on his name tag in the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie when he's introducing himself to Frankie. Otherwise, Claudine will have you thinking his name is Pierre. But what you may not realize is the actor who plays plays Claudeen's dad, Scotch Ellis Loring, is actually the husband to the movie's director, Todd Holland. The couple even have several children together who may or may not have a few cameos in the movie. 7. Case Walker did not attend the Monster High movie premiere. Deuce Gorgon is Monster High's main manster, but the actor who plays him didn't even attend the Monster High movie premiere in Los Angeles. Case Walker is a 19-year-old actor whose credits include the JoJo Siwa animated show, The Other Two, and of course Monster High the movie as Deuce Gorgon. Unfortunately, due to scheduling conflict, Case was in New York during the movie premiere because he was filming for his HBO Max show. We'll hopefully be seeing more of Case though now that the movie was renewed for a sequel. What other Monster High mansters do you hope make an appearance? 8. The cast took home set pieces from the movie. One of the greatest crimes of working on a movie with fun fashion is not being able to take home pieces or expensive wigs. Monster High the movie had lots of fun costumes, props, and pieces that the actors shared sneaking home as memorabilia. Jai Prishkolnik, the actress who plays Cleo Denial, shared with us at the movie premiere that she took home a gold-beaded strand from her wig and the prosthetic pimple they used for the dorm room scene. Nia Jameson, who plays Draculaura, took home her fangs, which she shares actually no longer fit because of her braces. And Lena Lecomte, who plays Laguna, says that while she wished she took home an eye coffin, which we have a fun fact about later, she actually took home the paper from the back of her chair. We want an eye coffin too, Laguna. Hopefully Mattel gives us one someday. 9. Fun fact about the Coffin Bean set. If you're an OG Monster High fan, you know that the Coffin Bean was originally introduced all the way back in 2012 as a playset with Claudine Wolfe and featured as a hotspot throughout the Monster High animated web series. This reintroduced playset was reimagined for 2022 in spooky sweet style, and Mattel even made a life-size version. But did you know Mattel was delayed in making this set? The set was originally meant to be used for the Monster High alumni event in which influencers and superfans were invited to Mattel to get a sneak peek of Monster High Gen 3. I talk about this in another video which you can check out on my channel. The set premiered at the Monster High movie premiere and now lives at Mattel's headquarters in El Segundo. 10. The original plot of the movie centered around Jackson Jekyll and Holt Hyde. Jackson Jekyll and Holt Hyde was the second boy to be introduced in Monster High, or I guess second and third? Do we count them as the same person? Anyways, the original Monster High movie musical was going to be produced by Universal a long time ago, as early as 2013. It was being written by Stephanie Savage and Josh Schwartz, who worked on projects like Gossip Girl. The idea was postponed and then supposed to debut in 2016. Garrett Sander revealed that originally the live-action movie was going to center around Jackson Jekyll and Holt Hyde's secret identity as a character half human and half monster. As the rights to create the movie were taken from Universal and given to Nickelodeon, this was changed to be Claudine Wolfe, and now the villain of the movie became Komos, who is son of Hyde and bears a similar resemblance to Jackson Jekyll. Do you wish Jackson and Holt still existed in this universe? 11. 5 hours of filming may only be 1 minute of footage. Movie magic is a process many of us non-actors may not understand. We know that making a movie is hard, and while filming for Monster High only took about a month, the actors shared that a scene which may take 5 hours to create may only make up 1 minute on screen. Take the dance sequence in Coming Out of the Dark. This isn't done in one take and actually takes quite some time to prepare. Let's give a round of applause to the talent that worked on Monster High for taking all that time to film. 12. Claudine's shoes in the skateboard scene pay homage to her original shirt. When watching the opening scene to the Monster High movie, pay close attention to Claudine's shoes, as you may catch that they're a similar print to the original Claudine Wolfe's t-shirt. We see you, wardrobe department. 13. Draculaura wears designer shoes. Nia Jameson let us know that the high heels they had her dance in were super painful and difficult, but she stuck it out for us. But what you may not know is that you can actually own those shoes for yourself, as they're Steve Madden's iconic Twice Mary Jane platform pumps. 14. CLEO'S Metamorphosis. The fashion in Monster High the movie has been quite controversial, yet undeniably iconic. Jai Prishkolnik shared that the wardrobe department was very intentional on showing Cleo's growth throughout the movie through fashion. In one of the earliest scenes of the movie, Cleo's mummy-wrapped dress is meant to resemble a caterpillar in its cocoon, to show that Cleo has not fully grown into herself. By the end of the movie, maybe Cleo hasn't fully blossomed, but she sure is growing her wings. Hope we get to see more of Cleo in later movies. 15. Hyde was killed in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nickelodeon cut no corners in expressing very plainly that Hyde was murdered by humans. While no specific region is mentioned during the movie itself, upon closer inspection of the true monster heart scene, we can see on the newspaper Hyde was murdered in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 16. Leaked deleted scene. Nickelodeon has been uploading several different press videos to promote the Monster High movie. This includes fun games and interviews with the cast, and we're not sure if this was intentional, but it seems in the YouTube video Meet the Characters in Monster High, Nickelodeon accidentally reveals a deleted scene from the movie. This scene must take place before or after Claudine, Frankie, and Draculaura sneak into Headmistress Bloodgood's office based on their fashion, and it seems to be another moment between Claudine and Deuce. 18. One of Deuce's snakes is named Mo. In the Monster High animated series, we learned that Deuce's snakes are meant to represent the 7 deadly sins. We're not sure if this is the same for the live-action movie, but Claudine states that after her rendezvous with him that he revealed that one of his snakes is named Mo. 19. Monster High was filmed in Canada. The Monster High movie had a pretty quick turnaround, being filmed on November 8th at the Crossing Studios in Burnaby, British Columbia, and wrapping on December 17th, 2022. 20. The Coffin Bean is an art gallery. Todd Holland has been sharing several different photos from the set of Monster High that reveals the before and after. The front of Monster High and the Coffin Bean are actually filmed at the Vancouver Art Gallery. How cool. Comment down below if you've seen this in person. 21. Frankie is no longer daughter of Frankenstein. One of the most notable changes in Monster High Gen 3 is that Frankie is now non-binary using they/them pronouns. Less popularly known, though, is that Frankie is no longer a child to Frankenstein. CC Balagot revealed that now Frankie is the child of Dr. Mary and Dr. Shelley, inspired by Frankenstein's author Mary Shelley, who wrote the book back in the 1800s. 22. Strange audition process. The COVID-19 pandemic changed the world in many ways, most notably the normalization of using digital communication software like Zoom to conduct job interviews and meetings. In an interview coincidentally done over Zoom, the actors revealed that the audition process was actually done via Zoom. That takes some skills to convey emotion over the internet like that. 23. Cleo was going to look way different. In a photo shared from set early on, we can see that Cleo wasn't originally going to have bangs and was originally going to have blue eyes. Jai Prishkolnik shared that the bangs weren't working out for the dance numbers and she wasn't able to see out of her blue contacts. So they worked around this by cutting the contacts, and after seeing Jai with her bangs, they knew the look they had to give her, and we aren't bangry about it. 24. Mattel was still in the process of designing the dolls while filming Monster High. Last minute changes happen all the time, but CC Balagot revealed in an interview that costuming for the Monster High movie was particularly challenging because Mattel was still in the process of redesigning the dolls while the movie was beginning to start filming. This is why prototypes are used in preliminary artwork for the movie that ultimately changed quite a bit. For example, did you know the Laguna Blue doll was originally going to be a natural skin color like Lena? This was later changed to be pink to maintain fantasy elements. 25. Some scenes were filmed at an insane asylum. While we revealed earlier that the movie was filmed at an art gallery in Vancouver, other interviews share that some scenes were filmed inside of a creepy old insane asylum. While the psychiatric floor of hospitals today aren't a picnic or a walk in the park, the way some of these asylums are depicted are way too terrifying to spend a night at. 26. Are iCoffin phones real? Everyone wants to know. Where can you get an iCoffin phone? Apparently, you can't. Lena Lecomte revealed that the props department specifically made the iCoffin phone out of 3D modeling and 3D printing. Maybe one day we can have an iCoffin phone case at least. 27. The characters had journals. The process of making Monster High was a deeply thought out one, and one of the methods several of the actors used was perspective journaling, mainly Jai Prishkolnik, who even inspired Nia Jameson to do the same. Lena Lecomte shared she also kept a journal as Laguna where she'd write about her day-to-day life and what it was like being friends with Cleo and how Laguna may feel about various other things. 28. Cleo and Laguna originally had longer screen time. Jai Prishkolnik revealed that Cleo was originally going to have a longer, more in-depth introduction scene, and while we don't know the specifics of that scene, Lena Lecomte shared that there was a later cut scene in which Cleo talks about being suspicious of Claudine and Laguna tells her to have a heart, which Cleo shares is kept in a jar far away. Lena's scene may be the one that Nickelodeon leaked in their Meet the Cast video, as Lena says it's the scene in which Claudine is running away. Cleo is suspicious of this, and Laguna says maybe she's just getting her cardio in for the day. I hope they end up leaking that scene someday. Thank you so much again to Pocket Styler for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to download the game by scanning my QR code or clicking the link in the description. There's plenty of other fun facts and Easter eggs in the Monster High movie movies I'd love to share with you. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more things like this, give this video a thumbs up, turn on notifications, and hit subscribe so you never miss the tea on the toys you love. Thanks for watching. See ya!